Hello my friends, this is Bullby the Fell-Handed, and this is another game of World of Warships Legends. We are on Neighbors in the Tier 4 Matsuki Japanese Destroyer. We're going to go out here, we're going to see if we cannot make something happen. Now, you kind of have to play conservatively when you're mainly using torps. And the reason I say that is a lot of guys will go out there, and you'll even see me do it. Kind of jump the gun. They'll go out there and they'll fire their entire complement, where they have 2 runs, 3 runs, what have you. They'll just fire it all at one time, hope for the best, kind of get a good pattern. Early game. Okay, first of all, let me preface that it's not too bad in the lower tiers when your reloads are really short. As you go up and as you get higher and higher reloads, minute and a half, 2 minutes, what have you, you definitely want to have one in your back pocket, at least maybe a minute in to the other reload. And that way, if you stagger them, you'll always have something coming up versus something being wide open. Now granted, of course, if you know it's a sure thing, if you're close, he can't turn, he can't slow down, what have you, you're shooting at a BB, by all means, hit him with both barrels. But in the higher tiers, I have found it is good to kind of keep one reload in your back pocket, so you can defend yourself if you get rushed, what have you. That's neither here nor there. Granted, of course, we're in a low-tier game. Reloads are pretty brisk. We don't necessarily have to worry about that. You can kind of fire and forget. And that's one thing, guys. With your 8-10 click torps, you can kind of set up area denial, so to speak. If you throw some fish down a lane and another ship turns off and, say, for example, goes behind that island we're looking at, then you have denied him access to this given area. So even misses are important in the grand scheme of things. So just something to think about. We're going to see if we can't possibly lay some fish on this gentleman right here. He's out of range. We're going to see if we can't creep up on him. The cruisers are really tough to hit. The battleships not so much. Some of the cruisers tend to be slower. The bottom line is if you can catch somebody unawares, that is really where you want to be able to kind of make things happen. And guys, if I'm on here and I'm streaming and you see me on Twitch, whatever, and I've got a spot open, you want to jump in, just send me a message by all means. We'll get you up in here. We have all different tiers. No problem, don't mind. And speaking of streaming, I typically stream Monday through Friday, 7 to 9 p.m. on Twitch. If you'd like to find the link, it is below. Don't necessarily know if I want to stream on YouTube quite yet. It is a little bit more complicated than just straight clicking a few buttons, as in Mixer or Twitch. You have to do some voodoo. So I don't know. Maybe if you guys will say, hey, we either want to see it, we don't care, whatever, just let me know. Maybe that'll help make my decision. I don't know. Also, if there are any other games you guys want to see posted on here, let me know. Let me know what's going on. I might check it out. Who knows? We might get some action going on. But for the time being, I am in love with World of Warships. It is my new World of Tanks. It is the game I play every day. I look forward to playing it. Having a lot of fun. It's like World of Tanks was for me when I was very new at the game. Enjoyed it. And I enjoyed it for a number of years. Just a lot of toxic folk in the community, and granted, there's nothing really you can do about that. But in this kind of scenario, I don't get hate mail. Even if I one-shot somebody with torps, I never get hate mail in this game. I don't know why. I love it, and I hope it continues that way. Okay, so we threw some fish at this gentleman right here. If they connect, it's really anybody's game. He is actively engaged by someone on our team. Long range pimping right there, so to speak. We're going to see if we can't pull back. That's essentially what you want to do, guys, is when you run up to drop your torps, throw your fish and already have an idea where you need to go, your exit strategy, to find another target. And that's exactly what we're doing. We're kind of falling back. And, you know, you may even want to keep, you know, trying to farm the same target. And that's fine. Just when you position yourself back in a good broadside for your current target. And also, guys, you know, I see a lot of DD guys out here. They do not know what their detection radius is. And even if you play a lot of different ships and you're grinding a lot of different things like most of us are, make sure to check your detection range. Cruiser battleship, not a big deal. Destroyer, massively big deal, because you know what? There's only so much stuff you can finesse, and that smoke is only going to last so long. Somebody may even drive within 2 clicks of you, and you'll be screwed anyway. You'll be spotted. So make sure to always check your detection radius. Very, very important. Cannot state how important it is. Now, what this gentleman doing right here, this is a common tactic you're going to see in a lot of BB drivers, is when they know they're actively being pursued by DDs, they will go the opposite direction, so that, you know, your fish would literally have to travel, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5 clicks past where they are currently. And they do this, you know, obviously, so it is very, very hard to connect with them on torpedoes. And it is a very, very good maneuver. I have actually been so focused on the fact of trying to get within range, I ended up driving within this gentleman's secondaries. That's how good the concealment rating was on the DD I was in. It was either the Grimiashi or the Edasuki, but one or the other. The detection range was amazing. And, you know, literally, I got, I don't know, a third of a click warning that I was, you know, getting within range. And it said detected, and I was like, who detected me? And then I saw the guy's secondaries opening up on me. I was like, wow, I have made an error. But you know what? It's fine. It's a learning process. You know, we are learning this game still yet. And I am thinking about doing a video on how to citadel. So if you guys would be interested in that, make sure to comment below. Say yes, we'd like to see it, or no, there's plenty of them out there. You know, because I haven't actually looked. I don't look at the other videos. Most of the videos I watch on a daily basis are Simpsons or Family Guy. I'm sure that surprises no one, but if I were to watch videos 90% of the time, that's what it is. We all need humor in our life. Now, guys, also keep in mind, if you're in a DD, please don't shoot unless you're in a very, very good position where you can get out of dodge. If you're around a corner, fire some rounds until you start taking some back, then kind of bend that corner, what have you. This guy's not long for this world. Those fish are looking good, folks. Fish are looking real good. Solid connection there. Back to the water garage for you. That gentleman's ship will be residing at the bottom of the channel, a natural or a man-made reef, if you will. So moving on, we are on the hunt here. We're on another reload, and we are kind of scanning the horizon to see the closest enemy we could possibly engage, because you know what, we don't have a ton of damage. We've got, you know, 27k, not a whole lot. We need more. You always want more. You never really want to settle. You want to get out there and do everything you can. Now, granted, does that mean make foolish decisions, choices, what have you? Not necessarily. You can make risky ones, you know, in-game. They'll either pay off or they won't. You'll kind of learn your lesson. But, you know, early game, definitely no risky / foolish decisions. We're going to see if we can kind of throw some fish in between these islands here. Maybe connect with this gentleman. I don't know if it's going to happen. You know, you can never tell. Sometimes I have seen a lot of BB drivers put a lot of commander points into rudder shift and speed and this, that, and the other. And boy, does it pay off, because you throw fish at them and these guys can almost turn on a dime. However, this guy looks like he's going to be obliterated. Nothing we can do about that, unfortunately. We missed out on those points. Okay, so moving on. We're looking for the very last game, or excuse me, the very last guy on the entire map. See if we can't track him down. We're looking to stack a little bit more damage. It may or may not happen. And you know, guys, that's something you have to understand. Is, you know, they don't have your stats out for this game yet, which is what a lot of folks are going to focus on. Some games you're gonna go out there and you're really gonna make it happen, and other games you're just gonna be playing catch up. You're gonna go out there and everybody's gonna be dead before you get there, or you know, you're gonna catch some random fish, what have you. So you kind of have to keep your head on a swivel, but at the same time keep your chin up, because you know what, it can't all be perfect. It can't be all be Shakespeare. You know, I think I lagged out, or I was changing my batteries or something during this time. It's very odd. I don't know what happened. Something happened. I don't know. Something happened. Anyway, the point is you have to, you know, maintain your own morale, so to speak, because you're not going to be able to go out here and run, you know, 4,800 every single game. You know, so you're not going to be able to pull super unit numbers every game unless you are indeed a super uni. So just something to think about. 29,000 damage, 192,000 silver. Guys, really hope you enjoy. Please remember to like, subscribe, share. Make sure to stop by the stream. We'll see you guys next time.